Hey guys, it's Erah and welcome to the Eevee lighting tutorial. In this tutorial I'm just going to show you sort of the basics, not really anything too complex. Eevee takes a lot of messing with to get anything that looks remotely decent, but there are just a few fundamentals that I've seen a lot of people not really doing, so yeah, let's get into it. First thing to do is just go to HDRI Haven and just find a HDRI you want to use. I'm gonna go for some sunset lighting because Eevee only really looks good if you have a shit ton of volumetrics, but yeah, so I'm just gonna find that quickly. I think I'm just gonna go for this HDRI because it's got quite a nice cloud texture. So yeah, just download it in any quality you want. I wouldn't really say go above 8K because then you've got really big file sizes, but yeah, so just save that to somewhere on your PC. So once you're back in Blender, you just want to go to World, and then if you have Node Wrangler enabled, if you click on the background, you can do Control T. It just helps you set up a HDRI really easily. So yeah, just go into your HDRI folder and just find the one you downloaded. So yeah, after importing that, you should now see it in the background. Now, if you see the sun like this has got looks super bright, just go to bloom and play with the intensity until it's like, you know, not that bright. Also, I would say turn down the radius. Yeah. So now the bloom looks a lot better. Next thing I would do is in the ambient occlusion, I would turn the distance to about 0.6 and the factor to 2. But yeah, that's just what I use. Next thing I normally do is I make a collection for all of the light stuff, just to keep everything more organized, and then I do Shift A and go to Irradiance Volume. Now you just sort of want to just make this just uncover the whole scene, just pretty much anywhere that's going to get seen by the camera. Yeah, it actually only goes as far as this inner cube, so just bear that in mind when you're choosing the radius. Then after that, I normally do about like 12 on this, but then I turn the Z down to about 6 or something. Next thing I do, I change the clipping to about 1000. Next thing I do is I will import the sun and I line it up to wherever the sun is in the HDRI. Now, a general tip for lighting is if it's like a sunset time, which is what I'm going for, shadows tend to be like quite long because the sun's coming in at like a harsher angle. So yeah, something like this. And I also want to make the sun like more orange. You also want to turn contact shadows on, and I'd say turn up the strength quite a bit. Next thing you want to do is you want to go to mesh, add a cube. Once again, you just want to make this like encompass the whole scene, just anything that's going to be seen by the camera. Then you go down where it says world, you want to go to objects, make a new material, delete the principled BSDF, and then add a principled volume. Then next thing I do is I change this to like like an orange, and then turn the density down quite a lot. Now, if I'm going for like sunset lighting, I'll tend to just use something like this, just quite intense volumetrics, but for a lot of other scenes you might want to turn it down. But yeah, after that you want to go to render settings and just press bake indirect lighting, and then you're probably going to have to wait a few minutes for it to bake, but yeah. Okay, so this is pretty much the finished lighting. Yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed the tutorial. This is pretty much just the basics on how to set up an Eevee scene, just sort of like the fundamentals. You guys can probably get some nice results. I don't use Eevee often, so I was just showing the basics, but yeah. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed, and I'll see you next time. Peace. No! No!